What's up, my Beater Bros? Maine-iac here with another Madden video, and today we're going to be going over the impact of the Richard Sherman injury suffered in Thursday Night Football this week. It was devastating. It was tough to watch because Sherman's such a tough competitor. Personally, I don't, as a rival or whatever, I don't like him, but as a football player, he is a really, really good guy, and he's actually off the field. He's a really great guy too. So we edited him down to a 54 overall, so no one else would sign him. We signed Milner to add some depth at the corner position. And what we're going to see is, can the Seahawks still make the playoffs according to Madden? And we're going to probably analyze a little bit of the matchups they have going forward and see if we think, first of all, if they can make the playoffs, because they got some tough games. Now, they are currently 6-3. To make the playoffs in the NFC, they're gonna need to get a wild card spot. I don't think they're gonna be stopping the Rams anytime soon. The Rams are 7-2. The Eagles are 8-1. So the wild card spots right now, I would say, belong to the Seahawks and the Panthers. Seahawks and Panthers control, but there's the Cowboys, there's the Falcons, and surprisingly, the Packers could be in it. The Lions are in it, so it should be a close race. They got matchup against the Falcons. This right here could decide who actually controls the wild card. I believe Seattle will need to win this one if they want to have a better shot, because if the Falcons get that little tiebreaker, it's going to really hurt their chances. It's at Seattle though, so they have a small advantage. Atlanta's also been struggling. If Seattle's offense can exploit the defense and the front seven of Seattle can stop the run, if Devontae Freeman misses a week due to his concussion, it should be interesting. Against the Niners, the Seahawks should get the win easily. It's rumored that Beathard or Garoppolo might start. Beathard played well in his last game, but the Giants are a mess. They don't have the pass catchers I think it takes to even beat Seattle even without Sherman, where Garcon is missing for the year. Goodwin played well, but it was not enough for me to say that they can beat Seattle. Plus, their defense against Jimmy Graham and Russell Wilson, I don't think is enough. So I believe the Seattle Seahawks squeak out at least this one against the Eagles in Seattle. It's going to be a tough game, but without Sherman, I think they lose that one. Against the Jags with their defense, they can win that one. And realistically, they can beat the Cardinals again, and they might be able to beat the Cowboys. So in my eyes, I think they're looking at 9-7, 10-6, which isn't terrible, but with Sherman, they could definitely be looking at 12-4. I think he makes that much of a difference on defense, and he'll still be there though. But I think it's just the heart on the field. You're gonna really miss that emotion, that drive. It's almost akin to when Edelman got knocked out in the preseason, and then in the week one, the Patriots just fizzled, and when Aaron Rodgers got knocked out and the Packers fizzled for a couple weeks, Sherman's that to the Seahawks defense, at least emotionally. And without Cliff Averill as well, because they still don't have Cliff Averill, it's gonna be tough. Now, it looks like they snagged a wild card, which is awesome. Let's see what Madden said about the schedule. Want to see if it was accurate of what I predicted, at least. Predicted. Okay, Falcons, they lost. Niners, they won. Eagles, they lost. It played out exactly how I thought, almost. They won against the Niners and Jaguars, which I said they could. Cowboys scored 11 points, which is interesting. They can beat the Cowboys, especially if they can control Zeke. They beat the Cardinals again. The major surprise to me is the fact they went 4-2-1. I thought they'd just flat out lose to the Rams, but they tied them. And overall, in the standings, The Seahawks won the division. The 7-2 Rams finished the season 2-4-1. That is interesting. Madden, you sure are some freaky shit. Let's just check the NFC. Seahawks went 10-5, which is worse than the Saints and worse than the Vikings. But the Lions squeaked out the division, Panthers and Eagles squeaked out the division. So we got the worst record of any playoff team in the NFC, but we're hosting a game. That's definitely interesting. Interesting thing is that tie, if we lost, we would be 10-6, Rams would be 10-6, and they have the tiebreaker. In real life, I think the Rams win that game, so honestly, I think this is saying that Seahawks won't make the playoffs. Because the Seahawks made it without Sherman to the divisional round. How do we win that game? How'd they win that game? How'd they win that first game? Let's check it out. Can they be Super Bowl bound, though, I guess, would be the thing. Wild card. Handled the Vikings pretty decently. Detroit stomped the Saints. That's not going to happen. Jacksonville beat Miami. Miami's probably not going to make it. Don't know. Tennessee stomped Kansas City, so holy shit. That is definitely some interesting matchups that Madden's predicting right now. And I use the current standings, too, so. And 2 new injuries. Oh, God. Holy shit. The Seahawks are riddled with injuries. I didn't even know they were riddled this badly with injuries. Kind of feel bad for them. Can we make it to the Super Bowl? Probably no. We're facing the 14-2 Eagles, probably the best team in the NFC right now. And see, look, we didn't. Contract extended, Pete Carroll, woo. Who made the Super Bowl? Let's see. With Richard Sherman out, who do they have making the Super Bowl? Let's see. Who won the Super Bowl? It's going to be the Eagles versus the Patriots is what they're predicting for the Super Bowl. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? No. Oh my God. The Lions beat the Eagles. They have Detroit facing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I know Richard Sherman's effect is going to have something on the Eagles, but never in my life would I have predicted that in any simulation whatsoever that they'd have the Lions winning the Super Bowl. Okay. I think Madden's on crack. A little bit. Let's see who won. They won by 3 points over the Detroit Lions, the New England Patriots did. And, yeah. Overall, I think the effect is a little accurate. Madden did have 10-5-1. And I believe they're either going to go 10-6 or 9-7, so it's close. The games that Madden predicted, I think, are close overall. You have the loss to the Falcons, loss to the Eagles. I can see that. Losing to the Eagles in the playoffs if they make it, I definitely see that as well. But what I don't see is them beating the Cowboys if Ezekiel is playing. And that right there could be the one loss that defines their season. It's going to be close. Madden's really close in this one, I think. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How big of an impact do you think Sherman's loss is going to be? What do you think the record is now going to be without him? And what do you think it would be with him? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new, if you want to. You don't have to. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.